The Shannon Sharpe situation is insane. I will have to 100% agree with that. The Shannon Sharpe situation is indeed insane. I mean, bro came out of nowhere with a grape allegation. After he just got caught on live, people are speculating it's with the same girl. He was cooking a girl on live. You hear it clapping. You heard sounds coming from the girl that I am not gonna imitate, but I will say they were similar to that sound I just played on my soundboard. But anyway, without further ado, the title of this video, Shannon Sharpe situation is insane.
Grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Hey, what you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you.
Before we start this video, I just want...
Okay, now I will say that clip is kind of insane because she literally warned him, and mind you, the girl in that I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure she's 19. I'm not 100% sure because I just don't know the situation in general, but I do think that this girl is 19 years old and, you know, she's not even 26. While this is legal, it's like, Shannon, you're 50. At least get a 26-year-old. At least get a 25-year-old. Like, come on, bro. You unk. Like, you gotta be, like, you held to a different standard, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know, 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you.
You talking about, I
just want you to know that there's some pretty graphic messages here. So if you're triggered by any types of graphics, sexual encounters, this is your warning to click off of the video. One of the most popular sports personalities in the world right now is none other than Shannon Sharpe. The guy is very charismatic, he's really funny, and he has a lot of fun catchphrases that people just seem to love. Shannon Sharpe is so powerful in the space that 2 years ago he left Fox Sports' Undisputed, and the show practically crumbled once he left. His partner Skip Bayless has practically been semi-retired ever since then, whereas Shannon Sharpe decided to pivot and double down on online content and make regular appearances on First Take. Now, Sharpe partnered with The Volume, which was Colin Cowherd's online brand, in 2023, a few months after leaving Undisputed, and as a result, his podcast Club Shay Shay immediately became one of the biggest podcasts in sports. He then created another podcast with Chad Ochocinco called Nightcap, and that has arguably been even more successful. Since then, Shannon Sharpe has done interviews that have went viral with Cat Williams.
You have an unnatural allegiance to losers.
30 mil.
Like you.
And regularly features NFL stars and celebrities on his podcast to this day. Now, as a result, his contract with The Volume has recently expired, and now he's currently eyeing a $100 million podcast deal as his contract does expire, right in time for the NFL draft. And you know what else is happening right in time for the NFL draft? PrizePicks just dropped an insane new promo. PrizePicks for the sponsor. Now, you might be wondering why we're making a video on Shannon Sharpe. Big deal. Shannon Sharpe is securing a huge $100 million plus payday. So why would we make a video on that? Well, at the same time that a report came out that Shannon Sharpe is securing a huge payday, we also found out that Shannon Sharpe was being sued for some pretty heinous allegations. A woman by the name of Gabrielle Zuniga, who is being represented by Tony Busby, is suing Shannon Sharpe for assault. Now, funny enough, as a result of this, people tried to figure out who this Gabrielle Zuniga girl is.
Is she an OF model?
They dug up this profile and accidentally made the wrong Gabrielle Zuniga go viral. So this woman is not the woman in question. She actually posted this on her story saying that I'm just a girl who has the same name. Anyone who just followed me, please unfollow. Now, the basis of these allegations...
Shawty, you tripping. I ain't gonna fake. It's the digital age right now, yo. Followers could help you.
There is a released audio of a conversation that this woman had with Shannon Sharpe where he sounds pretty freaking aggressive.
If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Now, obviously...
Now, hold on, though. What if Unk just on some kinky shit? What if Unk just on some kinky shit, though? Like, what if he just, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Also, AI. Could possibly be AI. You never know. Like, nowadays, shit crazy. You gotta take shit with a grain of salt nowadays.
Context is everything here, and Shannon Sharpe is claiming that this is just the freaky deaky stuff that he's into. Now, it's important to note that this isn't the first time Shannon Sharpe has found himself in a pretty peculiar situation as a result of his off-the-court activities. If you remember in September, Shannon Sharpe accidentally went live on Instagram where he was working out with this woman named Michelle.
No, literally though, people think that this is the girl. And I wouldn't be surprised if like she was trying to do this shakedown. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what's going on. But none of us do, for real, for real. But if she was trying to do some type of shakedown and she accidentally started a live, like, you know how hard it is to start a fucking Instagram live? Like, by accident? Like, you have to absolutely be tossed. And she was getting tossed. But that's besides the point. She might have just started this, John. I don't know, for whatever reason. Try to ruin his image. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. Jesus Christ. She's talking about Papa.
And since then, this has become some sort of meme. I mean, when Kai Cenat went on his show, he poked fun at Shannon Sharpe.
Morning. Mainly when people see me, I'm at the airport, I'm at the gym.
Oh, you getting freaky.
Huh? It's too soon, Kai.
It's too soon.
And to be honest, since no one was being harmed, people just made fun of the fact that Shannon Sharpe accidentally went live on Instagram, and the result was, well, what you saw. Personally, I don't understand how on earth you can accidentally go live on Instagram. You have to push so many buttons on your phone to go live on Instagram. Like, accidentally taking a picture on your camera might be one thing, but accidentally going live just never made sense to me. But anyway, Shannon Sharpe's way of defending himself as a result of these allegations is pretty freaking bizarre. So Shannon Sharpe's first step in this would be releasing the text messages between him and the woman in question. Now, I know on paper this sounds insane, but the rationale here is Shannon Sharpe was pretty much trying to prove that this was a consensual relationship. It's just the...
And it's like, who the fuck would think that it's not? Like, what? Shannon? Unc, what's going on, Unc? Come on, man.
Shannon Sharpe was pretty much trying to prove that this was a consensual relationship.
What?
It's just the means of which he chose to do this is just kind of bizarre. And just reading the transcript of these text messages is so insane. So the transcript literally starts with, "I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're f***ing me," which is such an insane way to start out any...
First off, a grown-ass man just said that sentence in his room by himself. We're doomed as a society. I'm just saying that, look, Unc probably into some freaky ass shit. Like, he done seen a lot going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? He a football player. He probably been with a lot of women, got bored of all of them, so now he got to pull out the dog collar. I ain't gonna lie.
Transcript, but it continues with, "I know you miss this big juicy 25K for each cheek." I don't really even know what 25K? That means. I don't know if she's trying to say you have to pay for this or whatever, but we'll just let that go. Now it continues.
Imagine paying for one cheek. I ain't gonna lie. I only got 30. I have to only pay for one cheek. What the fuck do you do then? Like, how does that work? Like, am I tripping?
Continues to say that this lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney Tony Busby. Ooh, this is a Tony Busby lawsuit. If you guys don't know, Tony Busby is a part of many lawsuits that we've covered in the past. Most famously, Deshaun Watson and the thousands of allegations against him. I mean, he most recently filed to withdraw from the Diddy lawsuit in New York. So he's a lawyer that we've seen quite frequently on this YouTube channel. Now, the lawsuit continues by saying, orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and it will not succeed. In her effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual sexual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Ms. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. I mean, this is pretty freaking graphic. There's talking about choking and dog collars and all sorts of wild stuff. Now,
this is exactly how she gets you, though. Now, look, I am nowhere near these succubus women that would actually file a lawsuit to try to get something out of me, but I will say that it would make a lot of sense for her to be like, oh yeah, I like that freaky shit. Yeah, spank my ass. Yeah, choke me. Yeah, put your finger in my mouth. Spit in my mouth. Whoa, pause. I can't. Fuck. I be forgetting I have a whole community and now niggas gonna clip me. But you know what I'm saying? Like, she like that aggressive shit, and then it's way easier to spin that aggressive shit into something non-consensual, even though she likes that aggressive shit. And Unc fell for that shit. Tough.
contrary to the allegations she makes in her lawsuit, consensual continued until January 2nd, 2025, the day after she asked for $25,000 per cheek, as quoted above from her text message to Mr. Sharpe. There are other examples of texts from Ms. Zuniga. For example, oh my god, here we go. This is insane. Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want to me. I want to put my tongue in your and then marry you. Bro, what the that's my daddy. I want you to put a big black baby in me, and then you better crave it, because you're gonna be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. So honestly, I don't think it takes a genius to figure out what this woman is truly after. I mean, you're gonna be stuck with it for life after you put a baby in me. Kind of means that she's trying to get pregnant, bro. I mean, it seems really obvious what's going on, what the agenda is. I don't think you need to be some sort of social genius to realize what's going on here.
And Unc, you're 50. You've been famous. You've been a professional athlete. I'm sure you've gotten a box thrown at you OC since you were 20 years old. You telling me nobody tried to trap you? You telling me nobody tried to finesse you? You telling me nobody tried to get you to trick on them? I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Text messages are insane. These messages are just a sampling of a broader pattern of graphic communications initiated by Ms. Zuniga. The evidence paints a clear picture. This was a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Ms. Zuniga. Bro, I don't think these are fantasy scenarios. I think she's actually trying to get knocked up by you. I mean, you're worth millions of dollars, maybe even hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't think it takes a genius to realize what's going on here. Now, Shannon Sharpe's transcript continues by saying the edited tape that Ms. Zuniga secretly taped and showed to Mr. Sharpe during her blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray, as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages, that the sexual activity was not consensual, but Mr. Sharpe now believes her secret taping was all part of her planned setup as part of her blackmail scheme. As distorted by her edited tape, a copy of which she refused to make available to Mr. Sharpe or his counsel, Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion or misconduct, especially the gross lie of and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these claims vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts and the law. Shannon Sharpe was like white side, back side, 25K per side, Lakers in 5. Trying to get the check, collars around my neck, receipts on deck, it don't matter, Lakers in 5. Trying to take my cash, they won't find my stash, I just wanted some ass, Lakers in 5. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Fetish size, credit-wise, telling lies, Lakers in 5. I'm done. I swear to God, I'm done. Don't click off the video. I'm done. I really shouldn't be laughing this much for a video with such serious allegations. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
now, there are multiple arguments to this situation. On one hand, people are saying these are pretty serious allegations, but on the other hand, people are also saying that it's pretty convenient that this lawsuit is coming right as Shannon Sharpe is in the headlines for potentially securing a $100 million payday. Shannon Sharpe's attorney says that Sharpe made an offer to his accuser of at least $10 million to close out the case before it went public, per TMZ Sports. I don't know know what's more insane? The fact that Shannon Sharpe is proclaiming that he's innocent, but was willing to pay $10 million to make this go away, or the fact that the accuser said, no, we want $50 million or nothing, because $10 million is a life-changing sum of money
what
that
the
we're
fuck?
talking about here. I would have just taken the money and ran.
Niggas be so greedy, bro. Why would I give you so much money if there's truly nothing there? I'll see you in court. So, unfortunately, I think Unc may not be innocent, but only time will tell. We'll see. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'm out of here.